Attention! SCP-7004 is a Class 10 realization-type memetic infohazard, with any information pertaining to it being vectors of exposure to its effects. As such, this document has been automatically modified by Foundation.AICs in order to reduce this risk of being subject to SCP-7004. Proceed at your own discretion. SCP-7004 Containment Class Apollyon, Disruption Class Amida, Risk Class Critical. SCP-7004 is a Class 10 realization-type memetic infohazard currently affecting approximately 1 billion people worldwide. When a subject comprehends SCP-7004, they are immediately subject to an SCP-7004 Blossom event, according to information currently gathered by Foundation operatives as of this time of writing. A Blossom event pertains to the following effects: an immediate tearing pain in the subject's abdomen, followed by the violent rupturing of the torso from inside forces, usually caused by multiple hands and fingers emerging from within the torso. The rapid emergence of 2 to 27 separate individuals from the rupture, which immediately causes the expiry of the subject and the creation of an SCP-7004-1 instance. The sudden onset of loud screaming from each of the emerged individuals, henceforth referred to as SCP-7004-1 petal instances, usually containing information that serves as vectors for SCP-7004 transmission. Common phrases said include, "Where are..." and "We are..." After activation, they have observed to demonstrate functions including as of the time of writing, they have also been observed constructing buildings in a haphazard manner through an unknown anomalous means, though a certain minority have also been seen doing activities such as consistent with typical behaviors. The reason for both of these attributes are unknown. Discovery Log. SCP-7004 was first discovered on July 15, 2021. Following several early reports of people with multiple bodies at different locations across the globe, including Salt Lake City, Beijing, Sapporo, and Delhi. Foundation web crawlers initially identified these reports as to be investigated and a Gamma-level 3rd priority subject of interest. On July 16, 2021, multiple reports began to surface of additional people bursting apart on the wider internet, with several videos featuring multiple SCP-7001-1, 7004-1 entities being uploaded on platforms such as YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, and TikTok. Containing SCP-7004-1 petal vocalizations, these videos provided potent SCP-7004 vectors, causing additional Blossom events that would subsequently add to the cycle of transmission. Slowly, after a direct correlation was drawn between the viewing of these videos and the occurrence of Blossom events, the Global Occult Coalition began efforts to take down videos related to SCP-7004, which in turn fueled speculation regarding the phenomenon on online forums such as Parawatch. These speculations themselves then provided vectors for SCP-7004, allowing individuals access to information which would then lead them to come to conclusions which would expose them to the effects of SCP-7004. By July 17, 2021, approximately 156 million individuals have been subject to Blossom events and had transformed into SCP-7004-1 instances. Foundation containment efforts then began around this time, with cooperation channels being opened with the Global Occult Coalition to contain SCP-7004. Several hours after official cooperation began, a general media blackout of official news outlets was implemented. SCP-7004 spread, however, still continued via the internet, exposing approximately 600 million more individuals to Blossom events. The containment of SCP-7004 was thereafter elevated to an alpha priority objective, with information blackouts being the primary mode of containment for both Foundation and GOC efforts. The leadership of both organizations then directed their efforts to the temporary restriction of the internet in several countries, which only served to fuel speculation regarding SCP-7004. This, in turn, caused millions of Blossom events in countries unaffected by the bans. The amount of individuals exposed to SCP-7004 reached 1 billion on July 20th, 2021, causing the Foundation to escalate the Anomaly's Disruption class to Amida. As of the time of writing, operations to halt the spread of SCP-7004 are still ongoing. Update, July 21st, 2021. The number of individuals exposed to SCP-7004 has reached 3 billion people. The Global Occult Coalition has declared SCP-7004 a paramount priority. Multiple government unsanctioned bans on the internet have been forcefully enacted by the GOC on several major countries. As of the time of writing, the maintenance of the Veil of Secrecy has been reclassified as an Omega priority objective. Update, July 22nd, 2021. The number of individuals exposed to SCP-7004 has reached 6 billion people. The Foundation has begun to report Blossom events among its own staff, slowing down efforts to suppress SCP-7004. Due to the need for staff in suppressing SCP-7004, the responsibility of the maintenance and updating of the SCIP-net documents have been turned over to the SCIP-net.aic by the Site-82 staff. Update, July 23, 2021. Due to SCP-7004, Site-82 has released a distress signal. A response is pending. Help us, please. If anyone can hear, please send someone. We're just... We never... Vandalism flagged. Personnel number 676848 has been reported for disciplinary action and banned from making any further edits to this file. Update, July 23rd, 2021. Due to SCP-7004, Site-82 has been declared inoperative. 3 updates for July 24th, 2021. Due to SCP-7004, Site-57 has been declared inoperative. Due to SCP-7004, Site-34 has been declared inoperative. Site-120 has been declared inoperative. Due to SCP-7004, Site-118 has been declared inoperative. Site-43 and Site-17 have been declared inoperative. Update, July 26, 2021. Due to SCP-7004, Site-19 has been declared inoperative. Due to SCP-7004, Site-01 has released a distress signal. A response is pending. Update, July 26, 2021. Alert. The following events regarding SCP-7004, the Etna Protocol, has been activated on the orders of O5-4. As such, the O5 Council's operations have been suspended, with executive authority being delegated to regional directors and site directors until such a time that central leadership can be reestablished. See the relevant transcribed file, auto-transcribed file included below. The video begins with all 5 attending members of the O5 Council gathered around a table wwithin one of the conference rooms inside Site-01. O5-1, 5, and 6 are notably gathered at the end of the table closest to the door and are panting with exhaustion. 054, directly opposite them, is seen shaking the papers in his hand and shouting in an attempt to express urgency. The words SCP-7000 Ganymede Protocol are seen in bold letters at the top of one of the papers. 059 is directly beside him, shaking her head with disapproval as she murmurs a few words in protest. 054 turns his head to address 059, speaking sternly to her as he quickly glances up at the other council members. After a few seconds, 054 raises his hand. He's seen mouthing the words, "All in favor." Most of the present 05 council members are seen raising their hands in agreement. Only 059 does not raise her hand. 054 nods in grim understanding before turning to the terminal in front of him and typing in a command. As he presses enter, none of the 05 council members move to speak for the next several seconds. 051 begins to stand up to speak, but is interrupted by the door behind him opening. All 05 council members turn to look at the door as 052 enters the room, bleeding from his mouth and onto the front of his suit. As he staggers into the room, he leans into the nearest person, 051, who stands up to help 052 stay on his feet. 052 is seen coughing up more blood, staining the nearby conference table. As 051 leans in to ask about his condition, 052 begins to shout with alarm before violently stumbling back. As some of the other council members begin to gather around 052, 054 is seen attempting to dissuade them from doing so. He tries to cover his ears as he warns his fellow council members, but to no avail. As 052's Blossom event continues to progress, he continues to shout, "Cover your ears," to the other council members. Suddenly, 052's abdomen begins to open from the inside, with several fingers appearing at the widening wound. A bloody and panting human head is seen emerging from 052's abdomen, followed by an arm as it attempts to pull itself out of 052. All of the 05 council members move back in shock as 052 continues to scream with pain. 054 is seen looking on helplessly from the back, still covering his ears as he does so. As the pedal instance continues to emerge from 052, the nearby 055 is seen coughing up blood, followed by 059. 056 moved back in shock before doubling over as she begins to vomit blood on the matted floor. Panicked, 051 draws a pistol from the guard of his pants, firing several shots at 056 and causing her to fall to the ground, dead. 051 and 054 are seen momentarily glancing at each other from opposite sides of the room. However, suddenly, a thin trail of blood is seen falling from 051's lips, which is directly followed by the overseer vomiting more blood on the table. 054 is seen shouting something to 051, and as 051 begins to vomit again, he is seen sliding the pistol across the table to 054. The words "do it" are seen being mouthed by 051. With a practiced motion, 054 quickly takes the pistol from the table before firing one shot directly at 051's head, killing him instantly, as the other overseers continue to convulse and scream in pain. 054 is seen freezing for several seconds, staring at the chaos unfolding within the room. As he looks around the room, he points the firearm at another one of the overseers and pulls the trigger again, but the gun is unable to fire. Ahead of him, however, the limp corpse of 051 continues to seize, falling to the ground on its own as it presumably continues to undergo its Blossom event. Beside it, the corpse of 056 does the same, with several arms already emerging from its torn abdomen. Realizing the situation, 054 immediately drops the firearm, clamping his hands to his ears once again as he runs past the dying overseers, deftly dodging the reaching hands of another of the pedal instances that had emerged from 052. Soon after, he runs out of the conference room, disappearing from sight as the door closes behind him. As he does so, several other SCP-7004-1 instances are glimpsed outside. By this time, no more life signs are detected from the overseers within the conference room. A remote terminal is detected to have been accessed by 054 shortly after the EDNA protocol is activated. New user detected. Welcome, Overseer Alto Clef. Check operation _status all _MTF info hazard. Checking. Please wait. MTF Eta 10 See No Evil is inactive. MTF Row 9 Technical support is inactive. MTF Upsilon 4 Sugar Pill is inactive. Results fully displayed. Enable query blacklisted. Checking, please wait. MTF Mu7 Our Twisted Minds is currently active. Dossier Mu7. MTF Mu7 Our Twisted Minds. Task Force Mission. Mobile Task Force Mu7 is a specialized experimental task force composed of regular Foundation personnel given extreme resistance to infrahazard phenomena via the application of the Sarkic practice of brain twisting. When compared to other mobile task forces, brain twisting allows the user to unconsciously resist infohazards with nearly 99% efficiency, allowing continued operation without the use of specialized equipment. History. Mobile Task Force Mu7 was first created during a specialized training program in 2011, following the claimed defection of Karcist Alco to Foundation authorities the year before. During his time in Foundation custody, Alco demonstrated knowledge of several previously unknown Sarkic techniques, with brain twisting being among them. As part of an internal push to incorporate more anomalous techniques into Foundation doctrine, Alco was mandated to teach the practice of brain twisting to two specifically chosen Foundation operatives, namely former MTF ETA 10 squad leader Lena Navarra and former squad member Cassandra Mullins. This led to the creation of MTF Mu7 a year later. However, following the December 2014 incident at Site 43, Karcist Alco escaped Foundation custody with several Sarkic anomalies, causing a major containment breach and killing 125 Foundation personnel. Following an internal risk review led by the O5 Council, several experimental task forces, including Mu7, were relegated to auxiliary functions and blacklisted from participating in wider Foundation operations. As of now, Mu7 is currently stationed at the remote containment site 11,000 within the Ginito Foundation Park Reserve in the Yukon, Canada. Update, July 24th, 2021. All clearance requirements for access to SCP-7004 have been removed on express request of 054. As of the time of writing, the SCP-7004 document has been made available to Containment Site 11,000 on express request of 054. Additionally, an urgent read request was made to the aforementioned site, again on express request of 054. Alright, this should be ringing your bells. Hello, I'm 054. And to my knowledge, I am the last 05 still left alive. You don't know jack shit about anything right now. And if you do, then there goes our last hope to stop this thing. But if you don't, and I'm counting on that, then you deserve an explanation. The world has ended. A memetic infohazard, SCP-7004, has ended it. And right now, you're the only two people left on Earth that can make sure that we can come back from this. So my last express request is this. Go to Yellowstone. Find SCP-2000. Input the numbers 12, 25, 2000 into it. Reset the world. Save it. Or, well, what's fucking left of it. This document will tell you everything you need to know about it. Everything to get you up to speed. Everything to prepare for all that it's worth. Before the rest of the council went dark, we did everything we need to make sure 2000 comes online once you get there. Ganymede's online now. And from here on out, you've got a promotion to level 5, effective immediately. That should give you the credentials you need to start Procedure Lazarus. Congratulations for what it's worth. As you get there, record what you see. The auto-transcribers you've been using for 1100 should come in handy. I want to stay updated 24. Fuck, I need to go. They're here. I can't say anything right now, but good luck. You'll need it. I'll try to do what I can from my hand. Godspeed. There is a massive audio clip or clips that are connected with this SCP. I will not be reading them. as of currently. There will be a separate video made for them in the future. This will be once I am able to have another woman work with me on said audio clips. I'll have to look over them to see if there's any other voices besides 2 people, because there are 2 people involved with those audio clips from what I noticed. But for a future video, there will be an audio clip, a separate video done for those audio clips.